A true patriot. Each year, over 1,700 children. For their immense bravery. Shortstop, number 7, Jack Key. Pitching, number 8, Connor Young. The catcher, number 12, Caleb McDougal. The DH, number 11, Braden Rogers. Second baseman, number 2, Jalen Hunter. First baseman, number 10, Braden Curtin. Third baseman, number 13, Colton Green. Right fielder, number 21, Gavin Smith. Left fielder, number 3, Cade Erickson. And the rest of the Eagles. The Eagles are coached by head coach David Durrell and assistant coaches Chad Payne and James Key. And now for the Patriots. Left fielder, number 1, Tommy Rice. The DH, number 2, Trey Rodriguez. Shortstop, number 17, Andres Uzcategui. Third baseman, number 21, Matthew Patterson. Center fielder, number 10, Alex Ludi. First baseman, number 11, Cameron Rivera. The catcher, number 13, Paulino Huerta. Right fielder, number 7, Turner Stevens. Second baseman, number 5, Grafton Burleson. And the pitcher, number 9, Dylan Bennett. And the rest of the Patriots. Eastview is coached by head coach Matt Pullen, Josh Bartz, Hunter McCrary, and Chase Burrow. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise as we honor America with the playing of the national anthem.
Here at Patriot Park. It's First Responder Broadcasting coverage of Georgetown Eagle baseball, and it's made possible because of these great sponsors. Construction Specialists of Central Texas, the Georgetown Eagle Baseball Booster Club, and King's Pest Control, bringing you all the action here on the SHN Sports YouTube channel. We're live here at Eastview High School for Game 1 of this District 23 battle, the best of two series between Eastview and Georgetown. And what a beautiful night on the cool side. The wind blowing out. It could be a fireworks kind of night here at Patriot Park at Eastview High School. I'm Wally Harmon alongside the one that makes it all happen, Jerry Ann, for tonight's ball game. And what a game it could be. Georgetown comes in sitting at the top of the district standings with the Hendrickson Hawks at 2-0. In Eastview and Weiss right behind with a 1-1 after they split in head-to-head action in week number 1. Georgetown 17-2-0 on the season, 2-0 in district play, with Eastview at 8-8 and 1 with a 1-1 district record, all to start here tonight. It's Cooper Thomas to face off against the starting pitcher, Dylan Bennett, the right-hander for the Patriots. And Cooper Thomas, the junior center fielder, will step in for the Eagles. And we are underway here at Patriot Park. First pitch misses for ball 1. 1-0 the count to Cooper Thomas. The Eagle lineup, as you heard from the PA announcer, Cooper Thomas in center field, leading it off. Second is the shortstop, number 7, Jack Kiki. Batting third, the pitcher, number 8, Connor Young. The 1-0 pitch. That one misses. Nope, outside corner. Called strike one. Delayed strike call from the umpire tonight, so we'll try to get that one figured out as we go through the night. A 1-1 count to Cooper Thomas here in the top of the first inning. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Now the count to Thomas. We'll get everything caught up, I promise, here in just a minute. Dylan Bennett, the right-hander from the windup. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and miss on a strike 3 breaking pitch. And Cooper Thomas down for out number 1 on the first strikeout of the ball game. And that'll bring up the shortstop, number 7, Jack Kiki. Jack will step in from the right side. 1 out here in the top of the first inning. Patriot Park, an all-turf field. The Patriots, the home team tonight, the white with red pinstripe pants and jerseys with white red hats with the white front, EV and capital block print lettering across the front of those hats with the red brim. The first pitch to Jack Kiki, breaking pitch, misses for ball 1. 1-0 the count to the senior shortstop with Connor Young, the pitcher, on deck for the Eagles. Bennett works from the first base side of the rubber, out of the windup. The 1-0 pitch to Kiki. Pop fly near home plate. The catcher, Huerta, moves to his left and makes the catch for out number 2. P2 in the book to retire Jack Kiki. And with 2 outs and the base is empty, that'll bring up the pitcher, the junior, Connor Young. Young throws right, bats left for the Eagles here in the 3 slot. Connor will step in here from the left side. Bennett gets the sign, the first pitch to Connor Young. That one's in there, breaking pitch for a called strike, 0-1 the count. The 0-1 misses, ball 1, 1-1 the count. Bennett gets the sign from the windup, the 1-1 pitch. That one's on the inside corner for a called strike 2. 1-2 the count. 2 outs here in the top of the first. Base is empty. Bennett gets a sign. The 1-2 pitch to Connor Young. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. The Eagles go in order here in the top of the first. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on. And after half an inning, Georgetown 0. Eastview coming up to bat when we come back. Georgetown baseball continues in a moment. Stay with us. Patriot Park at the campus of Eastview High School. We go to the bottom of the first. The Eagles go in order in the top half of the inning. And Connor Young will come on to pitch for the Georgetown Eagles. Here in the bottom of the first, he'll face off against Tommy Rice, Trey Rodriguez, and Andres Uzcategui for the Patriots here in the bottom of the first inning. Georgetown on the road tonight in the white pants with the baby blue jerseys, with Eagles in script lettering across the front in white, outlined in Georgetown blue, the blue hats with the white G logo on the front of the hats. In the series between these two teams in their history, it's 21-3. Georgetown leads it. They split the series last year in 2025, one game apiece. But Georgetown has the commanding lead in head-to-head games against each other at 21 wins and 3 losses. Georgetown on the road this year, 3-1. The Patriots at home, 3-1 overall coming into the ballgame. Patriots averaging 7 runs a game on the season, allowing 3.5. Georgetown averaging 8.6 runs a game. Excuse me. Eastview averaging 5.4 runs a game, allowing 4.4. Georgetown averaging 8.6, allowing 2.6. As we go back to action here at the bottom of the first, Connor Young will work out of the first base side of the rubber in the windup to face off against the left fielder, number 1, Tommy Rice. The first pitch of the bottom half of the inning is foul ball down the left field line, and it will curl out of play for a long strike. 0-1 the count. Defensively for the Eagles tonight, in left field, Cade Erickson. In center field, Cooper Thomas. Gavin Smith in right field. Colton Green at third base. Jack Kiki at short. Jalen Hunter at second base. Braden Curtin at first base. Behind the plate is Caleb McDougal, and on the mound, the junior right-hander, Connor Young. The 0-1 line drive head out into center field. Cooper Thomas on the run, and it's going to be over his head, and it's going to take 2 hops to the fence. Tommy Rice will be on the hill. He'll be running to third base, and he'll be in there with a leadoff triple for the Patriots here in the bottom of the first inning. The wind is blowing out here at Patriot Park, mainly towards left center field, but a shot there from Tommy Rice, the left fielder, will bring up Trey Rodriguez, the designated hitter, as he will step in from the left side. No outs and a runner at third base. As Connor Young moves into the stretch with the runner on, a throw to third base. Rice dives back in safely there. Georgetown, good week last week. Back-to-back wins over the Conley Cougars on Thursday and Friday night. Then a 12-5 win on Saturday over the Lehman Lobos at Lehman High School. The first pitch to Rodriguez. Inside corner for a called strike 1. 0-1 the count. The rest of the week here for Georgetown tomorrow night, 6 o'clock, will be at Camp Brightside. Come join us, the Eagle Nation Coaches Show. The 0-1 pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball down in the turn from strike 2. 0-2 the count to Trey Rodriguez. An extended coaching show tomorrow night. We'll have a couple of freshmen players, a couple of JV players, and 4 varsity players, along with Coach Durrell at Camp Brightside. Come join us. The 0-2 is high for ball 1. McDougal did a great job there keeping that one from the backstop. 1-2 the countdown to the DH Trey Rodriguez here in the bottom of the first. I'll get it right. I'll catch up in a minute. I apologize. I'm not used to scoreboarding. The 1-2 pitch. Misses low for ball 2. 2-2 the count now. Two balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Runner at third base here in the bottom of the first. Connor Young comes set in the stretch. The 2-2 pitch. And a line drive hit out into right field. It's an RBI base hit for Trey Rodriguez. And Eastview takes the early lead 1-0 here over the Georgetown Eagles on back-to-back base hits. That'll bring up the shortstop, number 17, Andres Uzcategui.
Number 17, Andres Uzcategui.
Shortstop will step in from the right side. Get ready for that name. Uzcategui will be most likely the starting pitcher on Thursday night at Georgetown High School. First pitch to Uzcategui. Fly ball into left field. Erickson on the run, and he'll be back, and it will be gone. Andres Uzcategui gets it up in the wind, and it gets out of here. And the Patriots lead it 3-0 here early in the bottom of the first. Uzcategui takes the first pitch he sees out of the yard For a 2-run home run and a 3-0 lead for the Patriots. Back-to-back hits. For the Patriots, it's a reminiscent of what we saw last week, what we watched on the Game Changer last week, as the Patriots jumped out to a 9-0 lead in the first inning over the Weiss Wolves. The first pitch here, another shot down the line, but it'll curl foul as Matthew Patterson, the third baseman. A long strike as he sends that one out of play. 0-1 the count. I'll figure it out here in a minute. Bear with me, people. Ground ball to third. Colton Green will field it and have to throw on the run across the diamond. And it's in time. Bang, bang play. The first base umpire thought about it, and he makes the call. Out number 1 in the inning. 5-3 on the put out to retire Patterson. And with the 1 out in the inning, the base is empty. In steps the center fielder, number 10, Alex Ludy.
Now batting number 10, Alex Ludy.
Ludy will step in from the right side. Base is empty for the Patriots. 3 runs across on 3 hits here in the bottom of the first. The first pitch to Ludy. Breaking pitch in there. 4-1. Wow. So we know the zone is not up tonight. The 1-0 pitch to Alex Ludy. With Rivera on deck for the Patriots. That one skips in for ball 2. 2-0 the count. A leadoff triple, an RBI single, and a 2-run home run by Andres Uzcategui gives the Patriots the 3-0 lead. Ground ball, it's foul off of the batter. In the box, Ludy, so he'll return back to the box and reset with a 2-ball, 1-strike count. Here in the bottom of the first. Cameron Rivera, the first baseman on deck for the Patriots, with 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. That one skips in for ball 3. 3-1 to count now to Ludy. Young out of the windup. The 3-1 pitch. Misses low for ball 4. So a 1-out walk. Puts the man aboard with 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. And Cameron Rivera will step in, the first baseman. Bats from the left side as he'll step in here.
Number 11.
The runner at first base. 1 out in the inning for the Patriots. Young from the stretch now. The runner on first. Curtin holds on Ludy at first base. As Young comes set in the stretch. First pitch here. Fly ball to left field. Erickson drifts back to his right. All the way back, and it one hops over the fence for a double. So the Patriots stay alive in the inning. The runners now on second and third and 1 out with a ground rule double. 4th hit of the inning for the Patriots. Ludy moves up to third base. Rivera into second. That'll bring up Paulino Huerta, the catcher.
Number 13, Paulino.
He'll step in from the right side and move Turner Stevens, the right fielder, into the on-deck circle for the Patriots. So 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. The sun sets off to our left behind home plate. The first pitch to Huerta is high for ball 1. 1-0 the count to Paulino Huerta. Paulino back ready. The 1-0 pitch. Foul tip into the glove of Caleb McDougal. For strike 1. 1-1 the count to the Eastview catcher. Gets the sign from McDougal, comes set. The 1-1. Cold strike 2. Breaking pitch catches the bottom of the zone. 1-2 the count now to Huerta. As he steps back in. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners on second and third. Here in the bottom of the first. The 1-2 pitch. Break a pitch, low and away. Ball 2. 2-2 count now to Huerta. One out here in the bottom half of the first. Lodi leads off third. Cameron Rivera off second base as Connor Young comes set in the stretch. The 2-2 pitch. Misses low. Ball 3. Full count here to the catcher Huerta. One out. First base open. Stevens, the right fielder, on deck. Grafton Burleson, the second baseman, in the hole for the Patriots. Here in the bottom half of the first. The payoff pitch. And there's a shot to left field. And another 3-run homer. And the Patriots lead it 6-0. Here in the bottom of the first inning. Huerta took the pitch right down Main Street, deposited over the left field wall for a 3-run home run. And that'll bring Chad Payne out of the dugout for the Eagles, and we'll take a quick timeout. Eagle Baseball returns in a moment. Stay with us. Out of the mound visit. In steps the right fielder, number 7, Turner Stevens. From the right side for the Patriots. Grafton Burleson on deck. 6 runs across here in the bottom of the inning with 1 out for the Patriots as Connor Young works against Stevens, the number 8 hitter in the Patriot lineup. The first pitch. Breaking pitch. Misses for ball 1. 1-0 the count. Stevens back in from the right side with Burleson on deck. The 1-0 pitch in there for a called strike. 1-1 the count. 2 home runs here in the inning for the Patriots. They have used the jet stream to left field. The 1-1 breaking pitch hit to left field. Erickson to his left on the run. It's over his head. One hops off the wall. And Stevens will cruise into second base with a 1-out double. The Patriots stay hot. Their 6th hit of the inning. As we see what they did to Weiss, they're doing it here in the first inning to Georgetown. 6 runs on the board, a runner at second base. And that'll bring up the number 9 hitter, number 5, Grafton Burleson.
Number 5, Grafton Burleson.
Burleson, the second baseman, will step in from the right side. Tommy Rice, the left fielder in the on-deck circle for the Patriots. This is their 9th hitter of the inning. First pitch to Burleson in there. Called a balk. No pitch. It'll be a ball to Burleson. So now a runner at third base on the balk call. Oh, 1-0 the count. Connor Young comes set. Pitch gives him McDougal with the block at the plate. Keeps it in front of him. Waiting for the home plate umpire to signal if he called the first one a ball or not. I believe it should be 2-0. 1-0 on the scoreboard. Now in there for a called strike. So I know it's at least 1-1. Connor Young comes set. The pitch Line drive out to center field. Cooper Thomas to his left. He'll make the catch, and he'll come up throwing. And he'll slide in with the 7th run of the inning. Right as it sits right now. An RBI sac fly for Grafton Burleson. The Eagles will appeal. Third base, but no call there. So 2 outs in the 7th run across for the Patriots.
At the top of the order, number 1, Tommy Rice.
Sac fly. F8 in the book. RBI scores Stevenson. Now that balk comes back to haunt you. The first pitch to Tommy Rice in his 2nd at bat. There's a ball. 1-0 the count. A 1-0 pitch. Breaking pitch. Misses outside. Ball 2. 2-0 the count. A 2-0. Swing and a miss. 2-1 the count to Tommy Rice. Batting for the 2nd time here in the inning for the Patriots. 2 outs and the base is empty. 7 runs across. The 2-1 misses for ball 3. 3-1 the count. To the left fielder, Tommy Rice. The 3-1. High ball 4. 2-out walk issued there. 2nd walk of the inning for the Patriot batters. Gives them a 2-out base runner. And that'll bring up Trey Rodriguez. And an RBI single. 1 for 1 in the ball game. Steps in here. 2 outs and a runner at first. Tommy Rice leads off first. Held on by Curtin. Young comes set. First pitch to Rodriguez, fouled off, back out of play, 0-1 the count. Seven runs here in the bottom of the first for the Patriots. They continue to bat, the 11th batter of the inning. And Trey Rodriguez throw to first, and Tommy Rice dives back in safely. Rice dives back in safely there. Throw to first. Back in time is Rice. One count to Trey Rodriguez with 2 outs. The runner's off. Foul ball down the third baseline, out of play. So Rice will head back to second base and an 0-2 count now to Trey Rodriguez. The Eagles trying to get out of the inning with no more damage done here. 7 runs given up in the first here. Rice getting a lot of attention there, has a big lead, but gets back in. Georgetown has somebody up in the bullpen down the first baseline. Connor Young comes set. The 0-2 pitch down to the turf. McDougal with the good scoop. 1-2 the count. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Trey Rodriguez, the DH, in the box. 1-0 in the inning. A throw over, caught Rice leading, but dives back safely there. A 7-0 lead for the Patriots here in the bottom of the first. Connor Young comes set. Rice back in under the throw over to first base. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Trey Rodriguez, who waits at home plate. comes set in the stretch. The 1-2 pitch. Just misses outside for ball 2. 2-2 the count. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. To Trey Rodriguez with Andres Uzcategui in the on-deck circle for the Patriots here in the bottom of the first. Rice leads off. Curtin holds him on. The 2-2 pitch. Runner off. McDougal the throw down. And Rice tagged by Kiki, but said he got a foot on the back. He didn't slide. So now a full count here. As that pitch missed up and away. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second base. The payoff pitch. Rodriguez hits it out in between first and second into right field. Gavin Smith up with it. They're going to wave him home. The ball into the plate, not in time. Gets away from McDougal, and the throw down to second base allows the runner to advance. So the Patriots plate their 8th run of the inning on a full count RBI single to right field by Trey Rodriguez. And scores. I'll get it right in a minute. And scores Tommy Rice from second base. That'll bring up Andres Uzcategui, who is at 1-for-1 with a 2 RBI home run earlier in the inning. Two outs, a runner at second base. First pitch, Uzcategui going for home run number 2. Fouls it off, back to the screen, 0-1 the count. 8 runs on 7 hits, a couple of walks. Here in the bottom of the first with the runner at second base. Uzcategui took his time and reset. The 0-1 pitch. Misses down in the turf. Good block by McDougal. 1-1 the count. Couple of pitchers up in the bullpen down the first baseline for the Eagles. A righty and a lefty. Tillman Brown and Landon Bullock both warming up. Connor Young comes set. Now Uzcategui will take a time and step out. We'll reset with no balls and 1 strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 outs, a runner at second. Here in the bottom of the first. 8 runs across for the Patriots. Now Young will step off and reset. Uzcategui ready. Connor Young comes set. The 1-1. Fouled off, back out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to the Patriot shortstop. Tomorrow night, 6 p.m., Camp Brightside, the Eagle Nation Coaches Show. Thursday night, 7 o'clock back at Georgetown High School. The 1-2 just misses. It's going to be a pass ball off the glove of McDougal that allows Trey Rodriguez to move up to third base. Now a 2-2 count to Uzcategui. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The 2-2 pitch. Pop up, back out of play. Uzcategui stays alive as he fouls that one back. And we reset again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, a runner at third base. On the bottom of the first. Connor Young out of the windup. The 2-2 pitch. A line drive hit to left field. Cade Erickson to his right now coming in. Will run on and make the catch for out number 3. F7 of the book to retire Uzcategui and the Patriots. But not before the Patriots pick up 8 runs. 8 runs on 7 hits. No errors. And 1 runner left on base after 1 complete inning. Eastview 8, Georgetown 0. Eagle baseball continues in a moment. Stay with us. action here at the top of the second at Patriot Park on the campus of Eastview High School. First pitch to Caleb McDougal, high for ball one, 1-0 the count. So the junior catcher hitting in the 4 slot for the Eagles here in the ball game. After one complete, Patriots lead it by 8. 1-0 to McDougal, high for ball two, 2-0 the count. Dylan Bennett works in his second inning, in his first inning. Struck out 2 of the 3 batters he faced. Did Bennett, the 2-0 to McDougal. Fouled back out of play, 2-1 to count. To McDougal. Here in the top of the second inning. 4, 5, and 6 hitters due up. McDougal, Rogers, and Curtin. Face off against the right-hander Dylan Bennett. 10 pitches in the first inning. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 2-2 the count now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. To Caleb McDougal is Bennett from the windup, the 2-2 pitch. Breaking pitch misses outside for ball 3. Full count now to the catcher, McDougal. Braden Rogers, the DH, on deck. So Georgetown will have to climb back into this one. The payoff pitch to McDougal. Hit him. Hit by a pitch as the Eagles' first base runner of the ball game, and that's the way you got to do it. Chop back into this one at a time. But a hit by a pitch puts a runner at first base. And that'll be number 9, 11, Tillman Brown, Rogers, to come on to run for the catcher as Braden Rogers will step in for the first time in the ball game. Rogers will step in from the right side as Bennett moves to the stretch now with the runner at first. Brown is being held on over at first by Rivera. The first pitch, Rogers called strike 1. 0-1 the count. Braden Curtin in the on-deck circle for the Eagles here in the top of the second. The 0-1 down low in the dirt for ball 1. 1-1 the count now. Bennett comes set. Throw to first base, and Tillman Brown back safely there. The 1-1 pitch. Line drive floated out into right field. And Tillman Brown will get up to second base, and the Eagles have base runners at first and second to start off the top of the second inning. It's Tillman Brown into first. The first hit of the ball game from Braden Rogers. And with runners on first and second, in steps Braden Curtin, the first baseman for the Eagles, wearing number 10. He'll step in from the right side and move Colton Green to the on-deck circle for the Eagles.
Number 10, Braden Curtin.
Curtin will step in from the right side. Bennett, runners on first and second. Tillman Brown leads off second. Rogers off first. Bennett comes set. Now Curtin will take time and reset. Bennett taking his time in the stretch with the runners on base. First pitch to Curtin. Down to the turf. Nice block by Huerta. Kept that one from the backstop. Let the runners advance. 1-0 the count to Curtin. Chad Payne in the third base coaching box. David Durrell down at first base coaching for the Eagles. Bennett comes set in the stretch. The 1-0 pitch. Misses outside for ball 2. 2-0 the count. Bennett comes set, the 2-0 pitch. Up high, ball 3. 3-0 the count now to Braden Curtin. Runners on first and second, no outs here in the top of the second inning. Georgetown tries to claw back into this one. Trailing by 8 after one complete inning. Bats for the Patriots on fire in the first inning. 8 runs on 6 hits. The 3-0 pitch right down Main Street for called strike one. 3-1 to count. To Braden Curtin. Tillman Brown running for McDougal. Leads off second base. Brayton Rogers leads off first. Bennett comes set. A 3-1 pitch. Inside. No. Called strike two. So a full count here. Curtin back in, ready to go. Bennett comes set in the stretch. You look at second base. The payoff pitch. Down outside and low. Ball four. Bases are full of Eagles now with no outs here in the top of the second. And the first walk issued by Bennett. That'll bring up Colton Green. But not before a visit from the Patriot third base dugout. We'll take it with them. Quick timeout. Eagle baseball continues in a moment. Stay with us. Out of the visit from the Patriot dugout to the mound. And Colton Green, the junior third baseman, will step in here with the bases full of Eagles and no outs in the top of the second inning as the Eagles try to claw right back into this one, trailing by 8 as they bat here in the top of the second. Bennett back in the windup now with the bases full of Eagles. And the first pitch to Colton Green. Breaking pitch on the outside corner for a called strike one. 0-1 to count. Gavin Smith, the right fielder, on deck. Kate Erickson in the hole for the Eagles. Here in the top of the second with the bases loaded, no outs. The 0-1 pitch to Colton Green. Hits it down the third baseline and almost took off the head of Tillman Brown. It's 0-2 now after that foul ball. Tillman played his best matrix move. Got out of the way as that one shot down the third baseline. So now Colton Green's got a battle here. No balls and 2 strikes with no outs and runners on first, second, and third. Bennett from the windup. Takes his time. So Colton Green takes time and steps out. He'll reset. No balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Tillman Brown at third. Braden Rogers at second. Braden Kurt at first. The 0-2 misses outside for ball 1. 1-2 the count. Hit by a pitch, a single and a walk. I've loaded him up here in the top of the second as Colton Green battles against Dylan Bennett. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Bennett on the first base side of the rubber in the windup. Gets the sign from his catcher, Huerta. The 1-2 pitch. Low for ball 2. 2-2 the count. Bennett from the windup, the 2-2 pitch. Colton Green fouls it off, back out of play, and stays alive in the at-bat. No balls, 2 strikes. As he battles here. Two balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Bases loaded. Bennett gets a sign from Huerta. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The high heater, and Colton Green chased it, missed it. 1 out here in the inning. On a 3rd strikeout for Dylan Bennett. And with 1 out, the bases loaded. In steps Gavin Smith, the right fielder. For the Eagles, number 21, the junior. Steps in here. Trying to chomp into this, scratch a run for the Eagles here in the top of the second. First pitch from Bennett. High and inside, ball one. 1-0 the count to Gavin Smith. Cade Erickson on deck for the Eagles in the 9 slot. Gavin Smith here in the 8 slot. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike one. One ball, one strike to count. 1 out. Here in the top of the second. The 1-1 pitch. Blow it away. Ball 2. 2-1 the count now. Bennett from the windup. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 2-2 the count. Gavin back in. Bennett gets the sign from Huerta. From the windup. The 2-2 pitch. Down low in the turf for ball 3. Full count to Gavin Smith. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here in the top of the second, 8-0. The Patriots lead it. 8 runs in the bottom of the first inning. 6 base hits, 2 of them home runs. The Eagles try to scratch back here in the top of the second. Bennett gets the sign. The payoff pitch to Gavin Smith. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Out number 2. Back-to-back strikeouts. Now with 4 in the ballgame is Bennett. That'll bring up Cade Erickson, the number 9 hitter for the Eagles in left field. Junior bats left, throws left, steps in here.
Number 3, Cade Erickson.
Erickson will step in from the left side. Bennett from the windup. Tillman Brown down at third. Braden Rogers at second. Braden Curtin at first. First pitch to Erickson. Misses inside. Ball 1. Cooper Thomas moves into the on-deck circle for the Eagles. Should Erickson be able to extend the inning for Georgetown. 2 outs and bases loaded. The 1-0 pitch to Erickson. Fouled off, back out of play. 1-1 the count. The 1-1. Check swing, went around. Strike 2. 1-2 the count. The Eagles had the bases loaded with no outs here in the top of the second. Now sit here with the bases loaded and 2 outs and no 2 count. 1-2 count. The 1-2 pitch. Called strike 3. The Eagles leave them loaded here at the top of the second on Dylan Bennett strikes out the side after loading the bases with no outs to get out of trouble here in the top of the second. No runs, no hits. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. We go to the bottom of the second. It's 8-0. Eastview leads it over Georgetown. Eagle baseball continues in a moment. Stay with us.
Fly like an eagle, spit fire like a dragon. Make some mistakes, you won't keep me lacking. Already been through it, I ain't the one tapping. Let's see who's next up. Next up. Just me and my passion. Hear all the talking, they seeing no action. We get to stepping while they get the bag. And I'm with my brothers, what's happening? None of my enemies fast and biting my style and jacket. Dropping a storm, you best get the packet. Ain't no more fashion. When I pull up in tanks, that's the still wreaking havoc. Smell of an excellent young telepathy. Really on mind with these lines. Spinning on top, I am one of a kind. Prophecy for my design. Yeshua said I'll be with him in time. Not even dope on my level of high. I'm levitating on the rhymes. Spiritual meditation, ain't no kind of faces. We got blue in our eyes. Say we don't go. We suited up when we put on a show. Like, they want me for broke. I do it on one and making a toast. I could be doing.
Back to Eastview High School and Patriot Park we go to the bottom of the second inning. The Eagles trail by 8, had the bases loaded. The top half of the inning with no outs. Bennett strikes out the side. And the Patriots will
Patterson.
step up with the 8-run lead with Matthew Patterson batting here to start the bottom of the second. Check swing, went around for strike one. 0-1 the count. Patterson 0 for 1 in the ball game. He grounded out to Colton Green at third base. 0-1 pitch, skips in for ball one. 1-1 the count. 8 runs on 7 hits. No errors, 1 runner left on. 45 pitches thrown in the first inning by Connor Young as he works here in the second. Swing and a miss and a big breaking pitch. 1-2 the count now. Patterson, Ludi, and Rivera due up here in the inning. The 1-2 pitch. High, we're ball 2. 2-1 the 2-2 the count. Connor Young from the windup. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Patterson down on strikes for out number 1. First strikeout of the ball game for Connor Young. And with 1 out, the base is empty. In steps the center fielder, Alex Ludi. Ludi reached on a base on balls and scored a run back in the first inning.
Number 10, Alex Ludi.
First pitch to Ludi. In there. We're called strike 1. 0-1 the count. The 0-1 pitch. In there. We're called strike 2. 0-2 the count. To Ludi, who's 0 for 0 in the ball game with a walk and a run scored. Young gets the sign. The 0-2 pitch. Skips it in for ball 1. 1-2 the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. The base is empty here in the bottom of the second. Ludi, the center fielder, up. Rivera, the first baseman, on deck for the Patriots. The 1-2 pitch. Breaking pitch. Called strike 3. Ludi down looking for out number 2. Second strikeout for Connor Young. And with 2 outs in the inning. That'll bring up the first baseman, Cameron Rivera. He is 1 for 1 in the ball game with a double and a run scored.
Now batting number 11, Cameron Rivera.
He steps in here from the left side. He didn't even look at the ball. First base umpire walked over, took it from Connor Young, threw it in, and asked the home plate umpire to check this. He put it in his ball bag, threw out a new one, and we go on. The first pitch to Rivera misses for ball 1. 1-0 the count. So not sure what happened there. The 1-0 pitch. Misses low and inside. Ball 2. 2-0 the count. Rivera with the catcher Huerta on deck. Rivera back in, ready to go. Connor Young gets the sign. The 2-0 pitch. This is up and away. Ball 3. 3-0 the count now to the first baseman for the Patriots with catcher Huerta on deck. The 3-0 pitch right down Main Street. We're called strike 1. 3-1 the count. To Rivera. 2 outs and the base is empty here in the bottom of the second. The Eagles love to get out of this in order and back to the bats. 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 3-2 the count. Swing hard in case you hit it. Rivera took a hack at that one. Now a 3-ball, 2-strike count with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Connor gets the sign, the payoff pitch. Fouled off, back behind home plate. We'll reset, do it again. With the full count. Payoff pitch, fouled off, back out of play. We go again. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and the base is empty here in the bottom of the second. Do not adjust your sets. That is correct. Eastview leads at 8-0 off an 8-run first inning. They jumped on Georgetown early. The payoff pitch, fouled off. Breaking pitch. Rivera stays alive. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The payoff pitch. Fly ball, left side of the field. Colton Green into foul territory, ranges over. They can't make the catch as it bounces out of play. And we'll reset and do it again. The 10th pitch of the at-bat. Rivera will see. If you're wondering if it's cold out here, yes, it is. If you're at home watching inside, you are a smart person right now. The payoff pitch. Rivera, line drive into right field. That'll be down for a base hit. A 2-out single. Has a man aboard. For the Patriots. Here in the bottom of the second. And an error on the Eagles.
Number 13, Paulino Horta.
So a throw over to first base, got away. So Rivera ends up at second base on the first error of the ball game after picking up the 8th hit of the ball game. And Huerta pops it up on the infield. Kiki back behind shortstop will make the catch to retire the Patriots here in the bottom of the second with no damage done. No runs on 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 runner left on base after 2 complete. The Patriots lead at 8-0 over your Georgetown Eagles. Eagle baseball continues in a minute. Stay with us.
Last year was too much. Enemy with himself. Whispers and aromas. Had to take him back for my health. Who's to blame for my problems? It's me and nobody else. Yeah, life comes with stress. Time is how we're blessed. Too much of my day's been focused around what's next. Dark road, I walk alone. Put it around my neck. Put it around my wrist. I'm puffing up my chest tight and I couldn't breathe in my heart. Pumping bad Tennessee's in this isolation is killing me. But I can't but now cause I'm scared to be. When they throw me down, do I plan to speak? Do I wait to see where they're taking me? My cuffs are locked, but I got the keys. Will I do what it takes to be free? Cause I'm chosen. I hear them calling me, hold it. They kill me now if they notice. So take control of emotions. I know I'm bad, but ain't broken. Still comfortable in this groaning. I can't get out without owning. A part of me I hate showing. I'm holding fast in this grip, pessimistic. Can't escape, but I'm scared I missed it. My bones are scraping, my hands are blistered. I'm falling down and I'm seeing crimson. Ain't pick me up, but drag me the distance. How to get
back here at Eastview High School, we go to the top of the third, and the Eagles will bring up the top 3 hitters in the lineup. Cooper Thomas, Jack Kiki, and Connor Young to face off against Dylan Bennett on for his 3rd inning of work.
Number 6,
Bennett
Cooper
threw 2
Thomas.
innings. He's allowed a 1 hit, struck out 5, walked 1, hit 1, and thrown 41 pitches. He'll face off against Cooper Thomas, who's 0 for 1, struck out back in the 1st inning. First pitch to Cooper. And misses up and away for ball 1. 1-0 the count. Bennett from the windup. The 1-0 pitch to Cooper Thomas. Fly ball back out of play. 1-1 to count. The junior center fielder, Cooper Thomas. Here in the top of the 3rd, game 1 of this 2-game series. Game 2, Thursday night back at Eagle Field. Patriots will come play your Eagles. 1-1. Foul tip into the glove of Huerta for strike 2. 1-2 the count to Cooper Thomas. Thomas back in. Bennett shaking the head multiple times. Now ready. The 1-2 pitch. Low and away. Ball 2. 2-2 the count. Jack Kiki on deck. Connor Young in the hole for the Eagles here in the top of the third, trailing by 8. The 2-2 pitch. Fouled off, back out of play. Cooper Thomas stays alive. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Thomas back in. Bennett with the shakes. Shaking off multiple pitches, now ready. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Cooper Thomas down on strikes for the second time of the ball game. 1 out here in the inning. 6 strikeout for Dylan Bennett. That'll bring up Jack Kiki, the senior shortstop, who's 0 for 1 of the ball game. Kiki popped out to the catcher Huerta back in the first inning. Steps in here with 1 out and the base is empty. First pitch to Kiki. Fouled off towards the third baseline. 0-1 the count. Bennett ready to go. The 0-1 pitch to Jack. In there for called strike 2. 0-2 the count. Connor Young on deck for the Eagles here in the top of the third. Trailing 8-0 to the Eastview Patriots. The 0-2. High for ball 1. 1-2 the count. The 1-2 pitch. Fly ball down the right field line. And it's going to find the ground as Rivera, the first baseman, got turned around. And unable to make the catch. So Kiki stays alive in the at-bat. 1 ball and 2 strikes. With 1 out here in the top of the third. Tomorrow night, 6 p.m., come out to Camp Brightside. We'll have the Eagle Nation Coaches Show live there. A couple of freshman players, a couple of JV players. 4 of the varsity players will be joining us tomorrow night live there. So we catch up after missing a coach's show last week with the weather and the field condition with Conley. 6 p.m. start. I have Coach Durrell there with us. The 1-2 high for ball 2. 2-2 the count now. Jack Kiki as he battles here at the top of the third. 1 out, the base is empty for the Eagles. The 2-2 pitch. Called strike 3. Kiki down on strikes, the 7th of the game for Bennett. And Eagle batters going by the wayside at the expense of Dylan Bennett. Back-to-back strikeouts.
Number 8, Connor Young.
That is 5 in a row, but dating back to the 2nd inning for Dylan Bennett. Connor Young steps in, 0 for 1. First pitch to Connor Young, hits it. Rivera fields it on a hop. He'll play it 3 unassisted. And the Eagles go in order again here in the top of the third. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. After 2.5 innings, Eastview leads at 8-0. Eagle baseball will continue in a moment. Stay with us.
There's war going on. Better be prepared. Yeah, I ain't alone in the booth. Yeah, the spirit of work. Turn the microphone up. Yeah, I'm trying to be heard. Demons calling me up. Still been reading the word. A couple questions I need answering. I'm down for the search. So help me, Father. Help me, Father, man. I need to get my head right. Can't be fighting with these demons. It's like every night. Pray that in the darkness they can see the light. Help me, Father, as I grip the pen and start to write, Father. I need reconciling again. I keep pushing all these voices away with ink from a pen. Music like a gift. You keep giving, give with no end. To the day I see your face, restoration, breathing it in. I was born with sin, the weight on my shoulders carried within. Baggage, I won't let you taste till I'm holding tight like a kid. Surrounded by.
Go to the bottom of the third here at Patriot Park. The Patriots will come up and bring up the hitters 8, 9, and 1 to face off against Connor Young in his third inning of work.
Now batting number 7, Turner Stevens.
It'll be Turner Stevens, Grafton Burleson in the top of the lineup. Tommy Rice. Here in the bottom of the third against Connor Young. The first pitch fouled off back to the screen. 0-1 the count. Stevens 1 for 1 in the ball game. He doubled back in the first inning, moved up to third on a balk and scored on a sac fly by Burleson. So he scored the 7th run of the inning for the Patriots. Leading things off here in the bottom of the third against Connor Young on for his third inning of work. The 0-1 pitch. Fouled off back to the screen. 0-2 the count. To the right fielder. Through 2 innings, Connor Young. He's given up 8 runs on 8 hits. Struck out 2, walked 2, 1 balk. Thrown 65 pitches. The 0-2 pitch. It's high for ball 1. 1-2 the count. The 1-2. Skips in for ball 2. 2-2 the count. Young from the windup, the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a chase, strike 3 by Stevens, the third strikeout for Connor Young. And with 1 out in the inning, in steps the number 9 hitter, Grafton Burleson. He's 0 for 0 in the ball game. An RBI sac fly back at the first inning. And scored Stevens. Steps in here with 1 out, the base is empty. First pitch to Burleson. Foul tip into the glove of McDougal for strike 1. 0-1 the count. Connor Young will step off and reset. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the third. Apparently the first base umpire is wanting to be in charge because now he's yelling something to the home plate umpire. So a ball called from the first base umpire. So now the count 1-1. Somehow, not sure what the ruling is there. But a 1-1 count now to Burleson. The 1-1 fouled off back to the screen. 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. The 1-2 pitch. Ground ball hit to third. Colter Green will charge, fields it. Throw on the run in time to retire Burleson for out number 2. With 2 outs in the inning. No runners on base. That'll go back to the top of the lineup to Tommy Rice. Tommy is 1 for 1 in the ball game. Triple back at the first inning and a run scored. Walt stole second base and scored
Number 1,
in the
Tommy Rice.
also in the first inning. 1-for-1 in the ball game. As he steps in here with 2 outs and the base is empty. The first pitch in there for a called strike 1. 0-1 the count. The 0-1 hit out towards short into center field. It's another base hit for Tommy Rice and the Patriots, their 9th of the ball game. And the throw comes in, awry again, and another error for Georgetown. Puts a runner in scoring position. So Georgetown adding to the ill effects here as they keep shooting themselves in the foot.
Number 2, Trey Rodriguez.
A couple of big errors that have put runners in scoring position. A bases loaded situation with no outs and no runs came across in the second. So the Eagles are going to have to kind of sharpen it up. Keep the runs off the board for the Patriots. In steps Trey Rodriguez. It's 2 for 2 in the ball game. Fly ball back out of play down the third baseline. 0-1 the count. In the first inning, an RBI single 2 times for Trey Rodriguez as he scored Rice both times. Very similar here as he did it in the first inning. That second time because of a throwing error that got Rice in a scoring position. Line drive out to second. Jalen Hunter to his knees, robs it, and gets the Eagles out of trouble here in the bottom of the third. L4 to retire Rodriguez and the Patriots. No runs on 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 runner left on base. After 3 complete, we remain 8-0. Georgetown baseball continues in a minute.
Chains are falling, freedom calling, bring it, I'm all in, bring it, I'm all in. Chains are falling, freedom calling, bring it, I'm all in, bring it, I'm all in. Chains are falling, freedom calling, bring it, I'm all in, bring it, I'm all in. Chains are falling, freedom calling, bring it, I'm all in, bring it, I'm all in. Take first up, I can't hold my breath. Listen to the power flowing from within my chest. If you ain't seeing the picture, then you might be next. This the rise, and I'm taking all that I can get. Step 2, gave my life to him who paid my debt. Aligning with the angels, only set our rep. Confidence is building up, and you can keep your check. I got my royalties in heaven, after death I'm blessed. So try and stop the wave coming, or keep your threat. Cause I've been on it since a child, come and see my flesh. Pour out my heart, soul, and mind, is what I got left. To beat myself, to level up and break that shell. I've been through hell, and learned that the pain I felt was just another tool to keep me locked up in that cell. Had to make my own rules, leaving where I dwell. Now I'm standing on the stage, witness me prevail. I'm on chains of falling, freedom calling, bring it.
Back to the top of the fourth. And now 1-1 count to Caleb McDougal. Try to get explanation. Connor Young's going to his mouth with his hand, but not wiping his hand off before back to the bull. 1 warning, the second time a ball was called from the field umpire. So a 1-1 count to McDougal here, down in the turf for ball 2. So that's a little bit behind why the ball was called in the middle of the at-bat in the bottom of the third. 2-1 the count to Caleb McDougal, who's 0 for 0 in the ballgame, was hit by a pitch in his first plate appearance back in the second inning. The 2-1 up high over Huerta's glove for ball 3. 3-1 the count. McDougal, Rogers, and Curtin due up here in the top of the fourth for the Eagles, trailing by 8. This part of the lineup loaded the bases back in the second inning with no outs before all being stranded on base when Bennett struck out the side. 3-1 in there for a called strike 2. Full count now to Caleb McDougal. Right back where we were the last time when he was hit by the pitch on a full count to lead off the inning. McDougal back in from the right side. Bennett works here in the fourth inning from the windup. The payoff pitch to McDougal. High for ball 4. So man aboard here and start the 4th inning for the Eagles. And now we'll bring out a courtesy runner as Tillman Brown will come out to run for the catcher. Caleb McDougal at first base.
Now batting number 11,
Second walk
Brady
issued
Rogers.
by Dylan Bennett. .54 pitches through 3 innings for Dylan Bennett as he works here in the 4th. First pitch to Brayton Rogers. Fouled off back to the screen, 0-1 the count. Rogers with the only hit of the ball game for the Eagles back at the 2nd inning that moved Tillman Brown up to second base. He's left stranded at second base. Steps back in here as Bennett works out of the stretch with a runner at first. Brown being held on by Rivera. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch. Fouled off back to the screen, 0-2 the count. No balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch. High for ball 1. 1-2 the count now to Brayden Rogers. Here in the top of the 4th. Tillman Brown leads off first. Rivera holds him on there. Bennett comes set. The 1-2 pitch to Rogers. Ground ball up the middle. It'll get through into center field. A seeing eye single for Brayden Rogers has runners at first and second base. Here in the top of the 4th. As Tillman Brown into second base. Second hit of the ball game for the Eagles, both off the bat of Brayden Rogers. That'll bring up Brayton Curtin. He drew a walk back in the 2nd inning. He's 0 for 0 in the ball game. Right back where the Eagles found themselves in the 2nd inning. First 2 men aboard. Curtin stepping up. In the bat here, Bennett from the stretch. Curtin sends a ball right field. It's going to be played by the right fielder. Catch made. Tillman Brown will tag up and head to third base. And now runners at the corners with 1 out. F9 in the book to retire Curtin for the first out of the inning. But now runners at the corners for the Eagles. The sensitive button. And 1 out. We'll bring up Colton Green. He's 0 for 1 in the ball game. Struck out back in the 2nd. As Bennett works here in the 4th. Back in the 2nd. Bennett hit a batter, gave up a single, and walked 1, and then proceeded to strike out the 7, 8, 9 hitters for the Eagles. Here in the 4th, the Eagles have runners on the corners with 1 out. Colton Green steps in for the right side as Bennett looks in and gets the sign, comes set in the stretch. First pitch to Colton Green. Lays off and takes it high for ball 1. A 1-0 the count. The 1-0 pitch. Fouled off back out of play down the first baseline. 1-1 the count to Colton Green. Gavin Smith on deck for the Eagles. Here in the top of the 4th. The Eagles try to scratch back into this one, trailing by 8. The 1-1. Misses away for ball 2. 2-1 the count. The 2-1 pitch down to the turf. Nice block by Huerta. Keep the runners at first and third. 3-1 the count now to Colton Green. Other action in District 23 tonight. Elgin on the road at Weiss. Pflugerville playing at Conley. Hendrickson, in their off week, takes on Nuclear Baseball at home tonight. They will have McCallum tomorrow night in their bye week. Three balls, one strike, one out. Here in the top of the fourth, Colton Green will step back in. Runners on the corners. Tillman Brown running for the catcher, McDougal. Down at third base, Braden Rogers at first. Throw over to first base, and Rogers back standing there. Not a big lead there. Bennett expecting it would be off and running with a 3-1 pitch. Bennett comes set. A 3-1 pitch to Colton Green. Ball hit down the right field line. The right fielder will close in on it, make the catch just before the line. Tillman Brown will tag. The throw will be cut off by the first baseman, Rivera, and the Eagles score the first run of the ball game. And trail it 8-1 on the sac fly by Colton Green. But now 2 outs in the inning and a runner at first base.
Now batting number 21.
The one place you probably don't want to hit the ball is to right field. With all of the wind blowing from right field to left field. Holding that one up for the right fielder, Stevens. But a sac fly RBI, F9 by Colton Green. Plates the Eagles' first run of the ball game, and Tillman Brown. And that brings up Gavin Smith, who takes the first pitch for a ball. 1-0 to count. Gavin Smith 0 for 1 in the ball game, struck out back in the second. Smith back in, the 1-0 pitch. Fly ball behind second base. Blown back in and caught by the second baseman, Burleson, for out number 3. And the Eagles scratch a run onto 1 hit. No errors and 1 runner left on base after 3.5. 8-1. Georgetown trails it to the Patriots. Eagle baseball continues in a moment. Stay with us.
Y'all with it, y'all hear me in the first place. Independent, they gon' sign you in the worst way. And I know you only out there with a church stay. ATS collected, we gon' get it at the birthplace. Got called, had to answer with the worst say. Spirit from meeting, so I took the mic to praise Jay. See what he do in my life, yeah, from the third day. No sleep and new highs, the red eye. Eyes red from nights when I stay tied. No high and no lie, and no shy. With them boy, they got for him the most I ever did was take time to drink wine and to break bread, to consecrate the main guy. Sit tired and take time to praise y'all. The music maker, the ground shaker, the supply. I'ma take y'all in it. Life like Christ, gotta stand on business like. Won't play with no sinning. 33 years to forever, we winning like. No cap, I'm fitted. God on my army and he took my sentence like. Tell death good riddance. Fighting good fights, can't quit, I'ma quit it like. Gotta watch what I use my phone for. Wish up God even behind closed doors. I wanna praise him when I'm rich, poor. I'm all in, no sneaking through the back door. Jesus Christ, he's my God, he's my mentor. Preach the word, forever we gotta restore. I'll do it on campus this year, I'll be a sophomore. I have a feeling there's gonna be an uproar. I'ma take y'all in.
Back here to Patriot Park at Eastview High School. We go to the bottom of the fourth, and a CSCT call to the bullpen brought to you by Construction Specialists of Central Texas, Jonathan Krogh, Jeremy and Rachel McDougal, proud sponsors of Georgetown Eagle Baseball and the first responder broadcast team. Bring you all the calls to the bullpen, and Georgetown goes to the bullpen to bring out the senior left-hander,
City Church raffle for Round Rock Express tickets.
Landon Bullock, the senior left-hander, on in relief for the Eagles here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Connor Young in 3 innings, threw 78 pitches, gave up 8 runs on 9 hits, struck out 3, walked 2, 1 balk. As Bullock comes in to face the 3, 4, and 5 hitters, as Andres Uzcategui steps in. Bullock's first pitch, a swing and a miss, strike 1.
Now batting number 17.
Uzcategui,
Uzcategui.
1 for 2 in the ball game. A 2-run home run in the first, and his second plate appearance in the first inning. He flew out to left field to end the inning. The 0-1 misses up for ball 1. 1-1 the count to Uzcategui. Bullock out of the windup from the third base side of the rubber. The 1-1 pitch to Uskateki. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Patriots 8 runs on 9 hits. And no errors. Georgetown 1 run on 2 hits, 2 errors. All 8 runs in the bottom of the first for the Patriots. The Eagles just scratched their first in the top of the fourth. Bullock gets this sign from the windup, the 1-2 pitch. Just misses for ball 2. 2-2 the count now. To the shortstop, Uskateki with Patterson and Ludi due up here in the inning. 2-2 pitch. Misses low. Ball 3. 3-2 the count now to Uskateki. Here in the bottom of the fourth. 8-1 lead for the Patriots. Bullock gets the sign from McDougal. The payoff pitch. Ball 4. Lost him. A leadoff walk for the Patriots. That's a man on board at first base and brings up the third baseman, Matthew Patterson, who's 0 for 2 in the ball game. Grounded out in the first, struck out in the second. As he steps in here with no outs and a runner at first base. Uskateki leads off first. He'll be held on by Braden Curtin. Defensively for the Eagles, Connor Young leaves the mound and goes to second base. Jalen Hunter comes out of the ball game for the Eagles. Connor Young stays in at second base. First pitch. Outside corner called strike 1 against Patterson. 0-1 the count. With Alex Ludi, the center fielder, on deck for the Patriots. Bullock from the stretch with the runner on base. This one skips in. A wild pitch will allow Uskateki to head to second. He's headed to third. The throw down to third, apply the tag, and it gets past. Here comes the throw home, and Uskateki will come in to score on a wild pitch and an error. The Patriots lead it again by 8, 9-1. So the Eagles shooting themselves in the foot here in this ball game. A 1-1 the count to Patterson. So the wild pitch from Bullock. Then the error. Throw down to third allows Uskateki to score. The 1-1 misses for ball 2. 2-1 the count. Bullock back in the windup. The 2-1 pitch to Patterson. High inside, ball 3. 3-1 the count. Ludi on deck. Patterson back in. Bullock gets a sign from the windup. The 3-1 pitch. Ball 4. Back-to-back walks to start the inning for the Patriots, and runner on first base. And that'll bring up Alex Ludi, the center fielder, who's 0 for 1 in the ball game. Walked and scored a run in the first. Struck out looking in the second. Steps in here from the right side, and that'll move Cameron Rivera, the first baseman, into the on-deck circle for the Patriots. Patterson leads off first, held on by Curtin. Bullock comes set in the stretch. Throw over to first base. Patterson back easily there. Not much of a lead with the lefty pitcher on the mound for Patterson. Pitch to Ludi. Squares the bunt, pulls it back, and takes it low for ball 1. 1-0 the count. 1-0. Square to bunt. Bunts it out in front of the mound. McDougal, the only play to first, and the play made there. 2-3 on the putout, but the runner advances up on the sack bunt. So Ludi gives up himself on that sack bunt. Runner in scoring position now with 1 out in the inning.
Number 11, Cameron Rivera.
That'll bring up Cameron Rivera's 2 for 2 in the ball game. A double and a run scored in the first, singled, and advanced to second on an error in the second inning. Was left stranded there. Steps in from the left side with the runner at second and 1 out. Here in the bottom of the fourth inning, 9-1 lead for the Patriots. First pitch in there for a called strike 1. 0-1 the count. The 0-1 misses for ball 1. 1-1 the count. The 1-1 breaking pitch slaps foul and out of play. Down the third baseline, 1-2 the count now. To Rivera with Huerta on deck. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner at second base. Bullock looks in and gets this sign. Look at second base. The 1-2 pitch. Slash foul down the third baseline, and we'll reset and do it again with the 1 ball and 2 strikes to Cameron Rivera. Pollock looks in and gets the sign from McDougal. Comes set in the stretch. Throw to second base, and it's into center field. Cooper Thomas up with it. He'll try to throw it in, but it's going to be another error on the Eagles. That allows the runner to get into scoring position at third base. He won there on the throwing error by the pitcher, Bullock. Got past Kiki into center field. The Patriots threaten to put the 10th run up here. Man is 90 feet away and only 1 out in the inning. The 1-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. As Rivera chased a nasty pitch there from Bullock. For out number 2, first strikeout for Bullock. 4th strikeout of a Patriot hitter today. And 2 outs and a runner at third. In steps Paulino Huerta. A 3-run homer in the first. And a fly out to shortstop in the third. Steps in here with 2 outs and a runner at third base. First pitch to Huerta. Swing and a miss on a ball down on the turf. Good block by McDougal. 0-1 the count. Stevens on deck, the right fielder. For the Patriots, should Huerta be able to extend the inning. 9-1, 1 run across here in the inning. For the Patriots, they lead by 8 as they get the run back that the Eagles put up in the top of the 4th. The 0-1 pitch to Huerta. Fouled down the third baseline towards the dugout. 0-2 the countdown. To the catcher, Paulino Huerta. Bullock comes set, Huerta ready. The 0-2 pitch. Misses for ball 1. 1-2 the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. A 9-1 score. Tomorrow night, 6 p.m., Camp Brightside. Come join us. The Eagle Nation Coaches Show, live at Camp Brightside. And then Thursday, 7 p.m. will be the first pitch. The Patriots will take on your Eagles at Georgetown's Eagle Field. Fly ball, right side of the infield. Curtin will give chase into foul territory, and he'll get to it right before the fence to make the catch for out number 3. And the Eagles get out of the inning without any more damage being done here in the bottom of the 4th. We go to the top of the 5th. The Eagles trail by 8, 9-1. Georgetown baseball continues in a moment. Stay with us.
All the words have been spoken. Only music remains.
Son of a king, son of God. I'm a son of the king, a son of a son of a son of a son of a king, son of God, a son of a king, a son of a son of a son of a. It's capital R. I'm praising the Father. My life in the top. Meet me at the altar. I'm a son of the king, son of God, a son of a king. I'm son of a son of a son of a. I'm breaking the odds, I'm healing the scars, I'm giving my all. Glory to God, can't see where I'm going, the road is too far. We are the light, pierce in the dark, forever life, that's what I be on. Compelled to surrender when I saw the cross. Call on my mind, call on my heart, I put out my guard, don't care what it costs. The temperature rises, spirit is out in the world like horizons. My David Goliath, giants are following every retirement. The lamb is a lion, so put down your weapons, but word up be goddess. But word up be goddess. I feel like a prince, I'm feeling like son of a king, son of God. I'm a son of the king, I'm son of a son of a son of a son of a king, son of God.
Back to Eastview High School we return as we go to the top of the 5th inning. The Eagles send up the 9-1 and 2 hitters.
Now
Erickson,
number 3,
Thomas, and
Cade
Kiki.
Erickson.
Cade Erickson 0 for 1 in the ball game. Struck out back in the 2nd inning. Steps in here against Dylan Bennett. On for his 5th inning of work through 4 innings. He's allowed 2 hits, 1 run. Struck out 7, walked 2, hit 1. Has thrown 72 pitches as he works here in the top of the 5th inning against Cade Erickson. The first pitch fouled off the catcher Huerta for strike 1, 0-1 the count. Cooper Thomas on deck. Jack Kiki in the hole for the Eagles here in the top of the 5th inning, trailing by 8, 9-1. 1 run on 2 hits for the Eagles. 9 runs on 9 hits for the Patriots. The 0-1 pitch skips in for ball 1, 1-1 the count to the junior left fielder, Cade Erickson. The 1-1. Erickson gives it a ride to right center field. That ball is back, and that ball is off the wall. It's going to be down for a leadoff double. The Eagles hold the speedy Erickson at second base with a leadoff double, the 3rd hit of the ball game for Georgetown. Hopefully sparking some life here in this Eagle lineup, as that'll flip us back to the top of the order, and Cooper Thomas, who's 0 for 2 in the ball game. Cooper is struck out in the 1st and 3rd innings. Steps in here.
Number 6, Cooper Thomas.
With no outs and a runner on second. Now quickly activity in the Eastview bullpen down the 3rd baseline. Cooper in from the right side as Dylan Bennett comes set in the stretch with the runner at second. First pitch to Cooper Thomas, swing and a miss, strike 1. On 1 the count to the junior center fielder, Cooper Thomas. Bennett comes set, the 0-1. Cooper hits it out into shallow left field, right through the 5-6 hole. And that'll put runners on 1st and 3rd now with no outs. Back-to-back base hits. Eagles now with 4 hits in the ball game. Starting to get things going here in the top of the 5th. Runners on the corners now.
Now batting number 7.
And that'll bring up Jack Kiki. There's activity in the bullpen of the Patriots. Number 8, it looks like. Carter Moritzen warming up. Jack Kiki steps in, 0 for 2. A pop out to the catcher and a strikeout in the third. Bennett comes set. First pitch sails high for ball 1, 1-0. To Jack Kiki, a leadoff double. Followed up by a single to left field by Cooper Thomas. On a bounding ground ball between the 5-6 hole. Expect Cooper Thomas to be off and running here. The 1-0 pitch. Nope, not going. That one's inside for ball 2, 2-0 the count. To Jack Kiki. Two-0 pitch. Fly ball back out of play. 2-1 the count now. To the senior shortstop, Jack Kiki, with Connor Young on deck. Caleb McDougal in the hole for the Eagles here in the top of the 5th inning. Trying to get something going here at Patriot Park. Trailing by 8, 9-1. Bennett comes set. The 2-1 pitch. Ground ball pulled foul down the third baseline. 2-2 now the count to Jack Kiki. Jack back in from the right side. Cooper leads off first, being held on by Rivera. Erickson off third base. Bennett comes set in the stretch. The 2-2 pitch. Down low in the turf. Ball 3. Full count now to Jack Kiki. It's the Patriot bullpen. Getting ready here. Bennett comes set in the stretch. The payoff pitch to Kiki. Down low, ball 4, squirts away. But no one going to advance there as the bases are full now with no outs here in the top of the 5th inning. Cooper Thomas cruises down to second base. Kiki down to first on the walk. Third walk issued by Bennett. This will be a Coach Matt Pullen coming out to visit with his pitcher Bennett. Maybe that we may go to the bullpen. We'll let you know when we come back. Eagle Baseball continues in a moment.
Whoa, whoa. Turn me up, I'm about to slide on him. Jesus, peace around my neck, thought you was safe. Heard you want the crown and come and try to keep the pace. Hanging out the window, skirming, that'll be the day. They asked me where I've been, I said, look, boy, I run a race. I run a race and kept the faith. And His mercy follow me, no, I don't need a chase. Hanging out the window, skirming, that'll be the day. They asked me where I've been, I said, look, boy, I run a race. Ain't have a deal, ain't had to force it. Can't believe the boy and not a boy got their endorsements. Put me down so long, I went and built me up a fortress. Now when I tell them about the vision, they of course in. Different styles, different colors and assortments. Flow so foreign that they look like they imported. I started out the closet, now the following enormous. So if I ever sign a deal, I need the biggest portion. Oh, brother man, I'll cut a man. Tie one up and I'll be swinging with the other hand. Think I work too hard on it, now this a subtle jam. Try to put me in a box, but I got other plans. Try to take me at the spot, you gotta be the brand. Heard you hating on the past, I know you been a fan. Ain't no competition, now there ain't no shaking hands. But if I said it, then I meant it, sticking to the plan. Jesus, peace around my neck, thought you was safe. Heard you want the crown and come and try to keep the pace. Hanging out the window, skirming, that'll be the day. They asked me where I've been, I said, little boy, I run a race. I run a race and kept the faith. And His mercy follow me, no, I don't need a chase. Hanging out the window, skirming, that'll be the day. They asked me where I've been, I said,
Back here at Patriot Park, we have a CSCT call to the bullpen. Construction Specialists of Central Texas, proud sponsors of Eagle Baseball and the First Responder Broadcast Team, brings you this call to the bullpen for the Eastview Patriots as Carter Moritzen, the right-hander junior, comes in to pitch with the bases loaded, no outs here in the top of the 5th. Face off against Connor Young. First pitch misses for ball one. 1-0 the count to Connor Young.
Connor Young the batter.
Connor 0 for 1, 0 for 2 in the ball game. Morton out of the windup. The 1-0 pitch. Ball hit. Line drive caught by Rivera. And they're going to double up Thomas off of second base. A great play by Rivera at first base. And that's where it all happens for the Eagles tonight. A shot by Connor Young. Rivera with the snag on the line drive. Throws to second base to double up Cooper Thomas off the back. And now 2 quick outs. Runners on the corners. That'll bring up Caleb McDougal. So L3 for out number 1. And then 3-6 on the force out to double off. Thomas at second base. The first pitch to McDougal in there for a called strike 1. 0-1 the count. McDougal 0 for 0 in the ball game. Was hit by a pitch in the second inning. Walked in the fourth. As he steps in here. The runners on the corners and 2 outs. The 1-0 pitch misses for ball, or the 0-1 pitch misses for ball 1. 1-1 the count. With Braden Rogers on deck for the Eagles here in the top of the 5th. Should McDougal be able to extend the inning? The 1-1 misses inside for ball 2. 2-1 the count. Check down to the field umpire to see if he went around, which he did not. 2 balls, 1 strike to Caleb McDougal. 2 outs and runners on the corners here in the top of the 5th. The 2-1 pitch. Fouled off down the first baseline, out of play. 2-2 the count now to Caleb McDougal. So 2 times in the ball game, the Eagles have had the bases loaded with no outs. First time in the second inning, unable to get a run across. And now here in the 5th, a line drive snagged by Rivera, double off the runner at second. We sit here with the 2-2 count. Outside corner, just misses for ball 3. 3-2 the count to Caleb McDougal with 2 outs. Runners on first and third. Erickson off third. Kiki off first. Morton comes set. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and the Eagles are down here in the top of the 5th. No runs on 2 hits. No errors and 2 runners left on base after 4.5 innings. 9-1. Eastview leads it over Georgetown. Eagle baseball continues in a moment. Stay with us.
Yeah, I'm the big homie. For those of y'all that don't know me, one and only, name another rapper, this Cody. Can't show me these down bad rap phonies. Take a pic to Ricky Bobby shaking baked Brody. Pin rolling, never sleep, I just keep going. Hit my peak now, I just started like my name Tommy. Had a vision, this was destined for my life story. Bible by my side, I keep it like a gun on me. War ready, and we ain't afraid to get bloody. Told me I should quit my day job, that's funny. Hate will always elevate me, I'ma keep showing. Out and selling, record spinning, it ain't never slowing. Take the stakes, take the crown, I don't need it, got the sound. I'ma be the king forever, even when they count me out. Favorite rapper, raise a bar from the ground. Taking risks you never dreamed of, get my name up out your mouth. Don't talk, it's silent on the floor, kings walk. We gon' drag your body through the door in shock. How I got 'em asking for a tour, man, stop. I'ma need a second, maybe more. I'm the big homie, for those of y'all that don't know me. One and only, name another rapper, this Cody. Can't show me these down bad rap phonies. Take a pic to Ricky Bobby shaking baked Brody. Independent on my own, on my stand. Taking handouts, not for me, I like the back of my demands. Bet against me, I'ma need that money coming in advance. I play with God's hand, you ain't never stood a chance. Take over your playlist, I'm that dude, set the mood. Know I've always been on top, I play it cool, nothing new. They said I should flex and then bring in the juice. School the rules, came and stuck up the game and we running fools. On the loose, I'm the big homie, for those of y'all that don't know me. One and only, name another rapper, this Cody.
Back out of the break, we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Landon Bullock on for his second inning work. Will face off against the 8, 9, and 1 hitters, Stevens, Burleson, and Rice. Stevens will step in, 1 for 2 in the ball game. A double and a run scored in the first. Struck out swinging in the third as he bats here in the fifth. First pitch is in there for a called strike, 0-1. Bullock in his first inning of work. Struck out one, walked two, one wild pitch. Gave up one run. The 0-1 misses inside for ball one. 1-1 the count. Bullock from the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Dirty breaking pitch. Just misses for ball two. 2-1 the count. Most amount of runs Eastview has ever scored in the 24-game history between these two teams. Previously, it was 6. They scored back in 2013, I believe in 2021. The 2-1 pitch misses inside for ball 3. 3-1 the count. Tonight, the Patriots have put up 9. 8 in the first, 1 in the fourth. Lead at 9-1. The 3-1 pitch. Outside corner. Called strike 2. And Stevens will have to pick up the bat. Get back in the batter's box as he was about 10 feet down the line. The strike called. So now a full count to the leadoff batter here in the 5th inning. Turner, Stevens. Bullock from the windup, third base side of the rubber. The payoff pitch to Stevens. Low and outside, ball 4. Leadoff man aboard. First base on the walk. Third walk issued by Bullock. 5th of the night for Eagle pitching. That'll bring up Grafton Burleson, the second baseman, who's 0 for 1 of the ball game. RBI sac fly in the first. Grounded out to third back in the 3rd inning. Steps in here with no outs and a runner at first base. Curtin will hold the runner Stevens on as the sure what happens. I guess they called a balk. It's not a free base. Coach Durrell will make the walk out to talk to the field umpire, who will not move more than 2 or 3 feet to meet Coach Durrell. The visit is over. A runner at second base. So now the runner moved up 90 feet to second base. We'll put FU for field umpire. Made that call, but no one knows what it was. He's out there about 75 feet away from home plate. So a runner at second base and no outs. And in steps the number 9 hitter, Grafton Burleson. First pitch to Burleson, misses low for ball 1. So the field umpire very busy in this ball game, as he has called both times when Connor Young touched his mouth with his hand and did not wipe it off before touching the baseball. First time was a warning, second time was a ball. Something happened with Landon Bullock, and he moved the runner up from first to second base. A 1-0 pitch. Fouled off, back out of play down first baseline. 1-1 the count to Burleson. But Coach Durrell walked out, had a visit with the field umpire, and turned around and walked back to the dugout. Bullock comes set. The 1-1 pitch. High for ball 2. 2-1 the count. Grafton Burleson, Tommy Rice on deck, Trey Rodriguez in the hole for the Patriots here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Patriots put up a 2-spot here in the 5th. This will be a runnable ball game. 10th run sits out at second base with no outs. The 2-1. Outside corner called strike 2. 2-2 the count. Nice pitch location there by Bullock. A Central Christian College commit. As he works here in his 2nd inning of relief for the Eagles. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the number 9 hitter, Grafton Burleson. 0 for 1 in the ball game with a sac fly RBI. 2-2 skips in, and he gets away. McDougal will hold on to the throw, so the runner 90 feet away. He rolled a wild pitch down on the turf, and a full count here to Burleson with now a runner at 3rd base. 2nd wild pitch for Bullock. 3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Runner at 3rd. Bullock comes set in the stretch. The payout pitch to Burleson. Strike 3 called. Burleson sits down on strikes for out number 1 on a beautiful pitch there. 2nd strikeout by Bullock. 5th by Eagle pitching tonight with 1 out. And a runner at 3rd. We go to the top of the lineup into Tommy Rice. Rice is 2 for 2 in the ball game. Triple and a run scored in his first plate appearance in the 1st. Walked and scored a run in his 2nd plate appearance, and then singled and was left stranded in the 3rd. The first pitch to Rice. Breaking pitch just misses outside for ball 1. One and 0 the count. The 1-0 misses for ball 2. 2-0 the count. Two and 0 the count to Tommy Rice. 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 2-1 the count. With Trey Rodriguez, the DH, on deck for the Patriots. The 2-1 pitch. Breaking ball, hit out. Fielded by Colton Green. The play is going to be to first in time. But that'll score the 10th run of the ball game with 2 outs here in the inning. So productive at bat there for Rice. And now 2 outs in the inning. That'll bring up Trey Rodriguez, the DH. 5-3 on the put out for out number 2, but the RBI ground out.
Trey Rodriguez.
Scores Stevenson for the 10th run of the night. Rodriguez, 2 for 3 in the ball game. First pitch skips in for ball 1. 1-0 the count. So Patriots lead by 9 here in the bottom of the 5th, 10-1. 1-0 count to the DH Rodriguez with Andres Uzcategui, the shortstop, on deck for the Patriots. Should Rodriguez extend the inning. From the windup, the 1-0. Breaking pitch. Called strike 1. Beautiful breaking pitch there from Bullock. 1-1 the count. Tomorrow night, 6 p.m., Camp Brightside. Have the Eagle Nation Coaches Show. Followed by game number 2 of this series on Thursday night back at Eagle Field at Georgetown High School. 6:45 pregame, 7 o'clock first pitch. The 1-1. Skips in for ball 2. 2-1 the count. Bullock gets a sign from McDougal. From the windup, the 2-1 pitch. Misses for ball 3. 3-1 the count now. To Trey Rodriguez. Here in the bottom of the fifth. 9-run lead for the Patriots. A 3-1 pitch. Misses for ball 4. A 2-out walk. Puts the potentially game-winning run on base here in the bottom of the fifth. 4th walk issued by Bullock.
Number 17.
As the Patriots just need 1 run to make it a run rule game here in the bottom of the fifth. In steps Andres Uzcategui. He is 1 for 2 in the ball game. First inning, he had a 2-run home run and a flyout, and then a walk and a bases or a score. Scored a run in the 4th. Swings and misses on the first pitch. 0-1 the count. I think he was trying to end the ball game right there in the 5th inning. So he took a big hack at that one and missed it. 0-1 the count to Uzcategui. Bullock setting the stretch. You look at first base. The 0-1 pitch. Uzcategui fouls it off back to the screen. 0-2 the count. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs. The 0-2 pitch. Low and inside. That's going to allow Rodriguez to move up into scoring position. A wild pitch rule. It advances the runner. It's down on the turf. Nice job by McDougal to block it and keep it in front. Within playable reach, but Rodriguez, a good read. Off to second he goes. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second base. The 1-2 pitch. Base hit. Nope. Colton Green snags the line drive. Nice play to his left, down on a knee to catch it for out number 3. L5 in the book to retire Uzcategui and the Patriots here at the bottom of the 5th, but not before. They strike with 1 run on no hits. No errors, and 1 runner left on base. After 5 complete, it's 10-1. Eastview leads it over your Eagles. Eagle baseball continues in a moment. Stay with us.
Royalty, put blame on me. Hate my trends. Word up OG, watch how you talking your tone. What I be on, you cannot make me a clone. You already know T versus T.
Back live here at Patriot Park. We go to the top of the 6th inning. The 5, 6, and 7 hitters due up for the Eagles. Rogers, Curtin, and Green. Braden Rogers 2 for 2 in the ball game. Single in the 2nd, left stranded. Singled in the 3rd, 4th, and left stranded as well. And he was hit by a pitch by Moritzen on the first pitch he sees here in the 6th inning. So, the leadoff man aboard for the Eagles. Second batter hit by a pitch in the ball game. That'll bring up Braden Curtin. Curtin 0 for 1 in the ball game. Walked to left straight in the 2nd inning. Flew out to right field in the 4th. Carter Moritzen came on in relief of Dylan Bennett back in the 5th inning. Quickly got the Eagles out on 8 pitches. Curtin, another shot down the right field line. Stevens on the run, and he'll get to it to make the catch. Rogers tag, but stay put at first base. So 1 out in the inning. F9 in the book. The ball going to right field does not go anywhere tonight. The wind is going to hold it up as it is blowing from the first base line out to the left field wall. And Stevenson got a good read on it. Made the catch. A great throw in that kept Rogers at first base. 1 out, the runner at first. In steps Colton Green. Colton 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch here, Green takes it inside for ball 1. 1-0 the count. Struck out in the second inning. An RBI sac fly in the fourth that scored the only run of the game for the Eagles. As he steps in here, the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Nope, didn't stop. That would not be a swing and a miss. That will be ball. Runner down at second base. A balk called there on Carter Morrison. So, Green back in. This pitch high for ball. The home plate umpire doesn't give signs a lot on his count, so we got to go off of what we're guessing. Thought it was going to be 3-0 now. I'm not sure. He won't give a sign. 2-0 right now, according to the scoreboard. As Carter Morrison works here in the sixth. Comes set in the stretch. This one down in the turf. Good block by Huerta. Now the count 3-0. 3-0 the count to Colton Green with 1 out and a runner at second base. After a hit by pitch and a balk. Morrison gets the sign and comes set in the stretch. The 3-0 pitch in there for a called strike 1. 3-1 the count to Colton Green. With Gavin Smith, Gavin Kelly into the on-deck circle to pinch hit here. In the top of the sixth inning for the Eagles. The 3-1. Foul back out of play. 3 balls, 2 strikes to count now to Colton Green. 1 out. Runner at second here in the top of the sixth. Trailing 10-1. Morrison a long look in. Will come set in the stretch. The payoff pitch to Colton Green. Fouled off, out of play. I'll reset, do it again. 3 balls, 2 strikes to the junior third baseman, Colton Green. Colton's defensive play to end the bottom of the fifth kept the game alive for the Eagles. Snagging the line drive to his left on a knee. The payoff pitch. This one is hit, and this one is a 2-run take. Colton Green in back-to-back ball games has hit the big fly, and the Eagles trail 10-3 on a 2-run tank by Colton Green. No doubt about that one as the junior third baseman sent the shot into the parking lot over the left field wall. This is the 5th hit of the ball game for the Eagles. And a little bit of momentum. The first pitch to Gavin Kelly, pinch hitting here in the number 8 slot. That's a called strike 1. 0-1 the count. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Gavin Kelly quickly behind. No balls and 2 strikes. 2 runs across on the 2-run home run by Colton Green. It's 10-3 ball game. The Eagles into this 9-run lead. The 0-2 pitch to Kelly. Swing and a miss. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Gavin Kelly on the pinch hit at bat, or pinch at bat. Second strikeout for Morrison in relief. And that'll bring up Cade Erickson. 1 for 2 in the ball game. Struck out looking in the second. Doubled and left stranded at third base in the 5th inning. 2 outs and the base is empty. First pitch misses for ball 1. 1-0 the count. Cooper Thomas on deck for the Eagles. At 1-0. Misses up and away for ball 2. 2-0 the count. Eagles got something started in the 5th inning with this combo with the Cade Erickson double and the Cooper Thomas single. 2 outs this time. The 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one. 2-1 the count. Base is empty. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Morrison from the windup. The 2-1. One's in there for a called strike 2. 2-2 the count. Erickson back in. Morrison gets the sign from the windup. The 2-2 pitch. Ground ball hit out towards first. Rivera will field it. He'll flip to Morrison covering for out number 3. And the Eagles are retired here in the top of the 6th, but not before they pick up 2 runs on 1 hit. No errors and no runners left on base after 5.5 innings. 10-3, the Patriots lead over the Eagles. Georgetown baseball will continue in a moment. Stay with us. Here at Eastview High School, we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Landon Bullock on for his 3rd inning of relief work for the Eagles. We'll face off against the 5, 6, and 7 hitters, Ludi, Rivera, and Huerta. Defensively, Gavin Kelly stays in the ballgame and goes to right field for Gavin Smith. The Eagles' defense remains the same.
Number 21, Matthew Patterson.
Erickson in left, Thomas in center, Kelly in right. Ludi steps in. The first pitch sails high for ball 1. Ludi in the ball game. 0 for 1. Walked and scored a run in the first. Struck out looking in the second. Laid down a sac bunt in the 4th. 1-0 pitch in there for a called strike 1. 1-1 the count. Bullock through 2 innings has given up 2 runs. Struck out 2, walked 4, 3 wild pitches. Has thrown 45 pitches through 2 innings. As he works here in the bottom of the 6th. The 1-1. Beautiful break of pitch in the outside corner. Strike 2. 1-2 the count. Bullock gets the sign from McDougal. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And Ludi down on strikes for out number 1. 3rd strikeout for Landon Bullock. 6th strikeout of Patriot batters in the ball game, and in steps the first baseman, Cameron Rivera. Wow, I messed up. Sorry, that was Matthew Patterson. Ludi steps in now. So we'll redo that one. That was Patterson, who is now 0 for 3. Swing and a miss for strike 1 to Mr. Ludi. From the windup, the 0-1. Up and in. 1-1 the count. To the center fielder, Alex Ludi. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. The base is empty here in the bottom of the 6th. The 1-1 pitch. Big breaker stays high. Ball 2, 2-1 the count. The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 2-2 the count. to Ludi. 8 runs in the first, 1 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth for the Patriots. 1 in the top of the fourth for the Eagles, 2 in the top of the sixth. It's 10-3. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Landon Bullock here in the inning. 3 and 4 strikeouts now recorded by Bullock. And with 2 outs and a bases empty, in steps the first baseman, Cameron Rivera, who was 2 for 3 in the ball game. A double and a run scored in the first, a single. He's left stranded in the second, struck out swinging in the fourth. As he bats here in the bottom of the sixth, the first pitch. Big breaking pitch in there for a called strike 1. 0-1 the count. Bullock from the windup, the 0-1. Big breaker, inside corner, called strike 2. 0-2 the count. The 0-2 pitch. Skips in for ball 1. 1-2 the count. To Rivera with the catcher Paulino Huerta on deck. Should Rivera extend the inning here for the Patriots in the bottom of the sixth. 2 outs and the bases empty. 1-2 count. As a senior lefty, Landon Bullock off for his 3rd inning of relief work. Out of the windup, the 1-2 pitch. Just misses for ball 2. 2-2 the count now. The top of the 7th, the Eagles will go to the top of the lineup. The 1, 2, and 3 hitters due up. For the Eagles, down their final 3 outs in the top of the 7th. The 2-2 pitch to Rivera. Swing and a miss. McDougal will scoop it, tag him, and we're out of the inning on 3 strikeouts by Landon Bullock to end the bottom of the 6th. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We go to the top of the 7th. The Eagles down to their final 3 outs to come back, trailing the Patriots 10-3 here on the SHN Sports YouTube channel. Stay with us. To the top of the 7th here at Patriot Park. Georgetown trails by 7. They trying to come back in this one. Down to their final 3 outs, but they have the top of the lineup due up. Cooper Thomas, Jack Kiki, and Connor Young face off against Carter Morrison in his 3rd inning of relief work for the Patriots. The first pitch to Cooper Thomas, inside corner for a called strike 1. Coop 1 for 3 in the ball game. The 0-1 pitch. Outside for ball 1. 1-1 the count. Struck out in the first, struck out in the 3rd, and then singled in the 5th inning, but was doubled off on a line drive to first base. The 1-1. Down low for ball 2. 2-1 the count. Cooper Thomas. No activity in the Eastview bullpen as Carter Morrison works here for this 3rd inning of relief work. The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 2-2 the count. To Cooper Thomas, the junior center fielder. Jack Kiki on deck. Connor Young in the hole for the Eagles. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Carter Morrison strikes out Cooper Thomas for the first out of the 7th. Eagles down to their final 2 outs. 10th Eagle batter to strike out here in the ballgame.
Number
Third by
7,
Moritzen.
Jack Kiki.
And now Jack Kiki will step in. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame. Popped out to the catcher in the first. Struck out looking in third. Walked and left stranded in the 5th inning. As he steps in here with 1 out and the base is empty. First pitch up and in. Ball 1. Moritzen from the windup, the 1-0. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Here in the top of the 7th. Kiki back in from the right side. The 1-1 pitch. Up and in, ball 2, 2-1 the count. Connor Young on deck. McDougal, Rogers, Curtin. The Eagles at the top of their lineup to try to come back in this one in the last inning. The 2-1. Fly ball to right field. Stevens drifts in and to his left. Will settle under it and make the catch for out number 2. F9 of the book to retire Kiki with 2 outs in the inning. They'll bring up Connor Young. The Eagles down to their final out. Trailing 10-7 here. Patriots set to go to 9-8-1 on the year. 2-1 in district play. Georgetown will fall to 17-3 and 2-1 in district play. Connor Young takes the first pitch across the top part of the zone for a called strike 1. 0-1 the count. Connor in the ball game, 1 for 3. 0 for 3. Strikeout, a ground out, and the line out. Fouls this one back. 0-2. The Eagles down to their last strike here in the ball game. Game number 2 of the series, Thursday night at Georgetown High School, 7 p.m. Come join us. Cheer on these Eagles as they take on and try to avenge this loss. The 0-2 pitch misses outside for ball 1. 1-2 the count. It'll just be the 4th time Eastview has beaten the Eagles in 25 attempts, 2 times in a row. Dating back to last season, the 2-1 misses for ball, or the 1-2 misses for ball 2. 2-2 the count. To Connor Young. 2-2 pitch. Inside corner, called strike 3. And the ball game is over. 3 innings of relief work for Moritzen as he comes in and shuts down the Eagles. Here in the 5th, 6th, and 7th innings, and Georgetown loses it 10-3 to the Patriots. Georgetown 17-3 on the year, 2-1 in district play. The Patriots improved to 9-8-1 and 2-1 in district play. These 2 teams will meet Thursday night back at Georgetown High School on Eagle Field. Come join us there at the stadium to cheer on your Georgetown Eagles as they continue battle in district play. Tomorrow night, 6 p.m. at Camp Brightside. Come join us, the Eagle Nation Coaches Show, 6 p.m. start. We'll have a lot of talk about Georgetown baseball as we talk freshman, JV, and varsity baseball with players and coaches tomorrow night. Thanks for joining us tonight. The Eagles fall in a tough one, 10-3 to the Patriots. Eagle baseball will be back tomorrow night. Stay with us. Thanks for joining us. Remember, it never costs a dime. It doesn't cost you a dime to be kind. I almost lost it. I'm so cold. It doesn't cost you a dime to be kind. Have a good night, everybody.